Today, I'm going to be setting up a fun retro spread for the month of April, so stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that may be new, welcome. My name is Tracy and I'm a girl with plans. I want to thank you all for joining me today. As I said, we're going to be going retro in my nostalgia notebook. That's what this one is called. This is from Archer and Olive. I am an affiliate for Archer and Olive as well as Live Up Posh and Mojo Jojo. So definitely be sure to check down in the description box for my discount codes, which will save you a little bit of cash, as well as my affiliate links. So yes, I said social media journal. I have a journal that I like to keep track of, like my monthly stats, some like monthly highlights, monthly milestones, fun stuff like that. It's just a 2-page spread that I do every month. At the beginning of the journal, I have other spreads like where I keep track of things and stuff like that. But this is a really, really fun journal to decorate. I highly recommend, if you have any fun hobbies or anything like that, to maybe just think about creating a journal for it, because it's a lot of fun and it's really fun to look back at, especially on days where you're like overstressed and things like that. Sometimes these are a little fun to sometimes look back at. They're not like full on memory keepers, but they still give the good vibes. So yeah, as I said, I'm going to be bringing the retro vibes. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I know that every year, it changes as far as when Easter is. This year it's going to be in April, so I am going to be using this for April. I don't know. I think I can take these out. I think I can leave these in. I do like the grid that I've already used, but that's giving me ideas. I have this. So this is obviously a lot brighter, but hey, it gave me ideas. I like the grid. I like to use washi because this is just a decorative heavy spread. I put boxes in it and I write in the boxes. That's all I do. That is all I do. All right. So these, Tracy, these, not those. All right. So I guess we're just going to be decorating this with florals, Easter eggs, and everything in between. All right. So yeah, like I said, I capture social media stats for the month, as well as social media like highlights or anything like that. But I think it could be fun. Let's say you were a crafty person who did like maybe crocheting or some other kind of projects. It could be fun to have a journal for something like that, couldn't it? You could write down anything that you started and finished, anything that you learned while like pursuing the craft or something like that. That was just one example. Of course, there are tons of different types of hobbies and stuff you could create journals from, but this has been really fun. So I had just been doing this previously just in my do I want this here? No. I have been doing this previously in my planner that I was using for that month. I just went ahead and kind of inputted this information in those planning pages, but I'm really enjoying having it in a journal. It's something else to decorate, so it's a little bit more fun. I still may have to pull from some of these because there are some things in here that are super cute. Like, look, there's some more eggs in here, y'all. We just went eggs and florals along the bottom. I pulled these out, and like I said, I use boxes to write in. You'll see when I finish this spread how I look. So it definitely, I have room to play. Let's put it that way. And then we're probably going to put butterflies and the balloons at the top. And then we'll probably put the florals around the boxes. That kind of sounds like a plan to you guys. I think that's a plan for me too. Groovy Easter, hippity hoppity. Oh, I do need to grab one more thing. All right, so I don't really have any more of the florals. I have smaller florals, but I don't want those. So let's just keep it now as is. So I pulled out, I have a lot of books on my desk because of the next one. But I pulled out pastel shapes because this is a very, like, There's a lot of shapes going on here, and I'm like, let's just keep the shapes going. So at first I was saying, I wish I had ovals in here. I don't think there's ever been oval stickers. That could be fun. But we do have circles. So I did pastel. I might need to pull out rainbow shapes as well. Oh, they do have orange. So I do like to pull some of the lined ones as well, just because I don't really get to use lined shapes, especially the circles, and a lot of the other spreads I do, just because I don't want to say they're harder to write in, but you know, you got to figure out how you're going to write it, how big to write it and stuff like that. So I'll do lined boxes, but when it comes to lined shapes, I don't use them as often. So I think this would be a good spread to use it in, just because I do a lot of stats and stuff like that. This has become a really good, like I said, it's fun to do, but, you know, social media can be difficult. For those of you that do have social media, like a YouTube channel or something, you know, it's not always easy. It can become discouraging. And I feel like sometimes something like this to look back at helps a little bit. So it's not just fun to decorate. It's also fun to flip through and stuff like that. Now, because I'm so far behind, I'm just keeping this kind of simple. Okay, so there's no red. So it's orange, green, purple. Probably I have a purple here, so we can just do that. But I could get creative with this too. In a way, I could add some maybe some inks or something like that to this page. If I wanted to kind of add some things without taking up a lot of the functional areas. That's the only bad thing about circles. I feel like when you want to layer it, there's only so many things you can do. So maybe we just won't layer this one. Maybe I'll do like this here. That'll help with the bottom, the whole bottom issue, if I can get it straight. The bottom issue is not knowing how to add decorative stuff all the way across the bottom, because I kind of ran out. I don't have any more eggs. Actually, let's start adding in stickers. I say it like it's like something special, but we're going to add in stickers because that will probably help with how I'm going to like put stuff around it and things like that. It's like, man, am I going to have to get like another one of these sticker books? Am I almost already out? I want to take this off the page. Sometimes it's okay. And sometimes I think it looks really cool to take it off the page. That might just be a me thing. You might be like, yeah, no, that's not cool, Tracy. I don't know. I like the way it looks. So I figured let's just try it. This one. So down here, I do have florals. Let's put this guy here. So I'll just do this here. I've used this sticker set quite a few times already. So if I only have a few stickers left, it's fine. I can use them on like a daily page or something like that. So there is pink. So if I can find like a medium-sized pink one, which I think I've used all the pink ones. Like if I can find that size in a pink, I think I've used them all. Ah, do I have any more? All right, I do not have any more pastel shades. I might have to order another one of these. Like I said, this is one of my favorite books, so. All right, guys, so there we go. That is my April setup. This is all I do for the month. I just do a 2-page spread for the month, and that is it. That's all the space that I need. So yeah, this journal is going to be lasting quite some time. But they're so much fun to decorate. And with this sticker book, I've really been going to town as far as just decorating the entire page. Like, very limited white space is basically how this has gone. But it's so much fun. I have to actually now think about how I'm going to be decorating for May and June, because the next holiday in here is for the 4th of July. So I've got to maybe go onto Canva and do some like retro stickers or something like that to print out, because I definitely want to keep the whole nostalgia vibe for this entire journal. I do hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please press that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, I would also appreciate it if you would consider hitting that subscribe button. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.